Hey, this is like take 110, so I'm going to try to get through this. Hi, Miss Cindy here. Happy Mother's Day for those of you who are watching this on Mother's Day. This is actually a present for my mom. She asked me to share Alabaster box with you guys. So happy Mother's Day. Thanks, Mom. And so I went ahead and did that. Of course, the dogs make a grand appearance, cameo in it as well. So there's that. But with Alabaster Box, there's a couple of verses that I want to share with you that relate to the song Alabaster Box. And there is one that starts in Luke chapter 7 and actually starts at verse 36. Now one of the Pharisees invited Jesus to have dinner with him, so he went to the Pharisee's house and reclined at the table. When a woman who had lived a simple life in that town learned that Jesus was eating at the Pharisee's house, she brought an alabaster jar of perfume. And as she stood behind him at his feet, weeping, she began to wet his feet with her tears. Then she wiped them with her hair, kissed them, and poured perfume on them. This is titled, Jesus Anointed by a Sinful Woman. It doesn't say her name in that particular verse. But when I go to, make sure I got the right one. When I go to John 11, when we see the death of Lazarus, and when Jesus brought him back, of course, we go to John 11. Now a man named Lazarus was sick. He was from Bethany, the village of Mary and her sister Martha. This Mary, whose brother Lazarus now lay sick, was the same one who poured perfume on the Lord and wiped his feet with her hair. So that helps us understand that the same woman in Luke is the one who, the sinful woman, is Mary, sister of Martha and Lazarus. And then we have seen in another verse where Martha and Mary have invited people over, and Martha's being busy in the kitchen taking care of the guests, and Mary is just sitting at his feet, just absorbing everything that he's sharing with the disciples and with the guests. So I think that's an important aspect of who she is, because she really appreciated the time that she had with Jesus. So then we get to the part that goes with Alabaster Box, and then we see John 12. 6 days before the Passover, Jesus arrived at Bethany, where Lazarus lived, whom Jesus had raised from the dead. Here a dinner was given in Jesus' honor. Martha served, while Lazarus among those reclining at the table with him. Then Mary took about a pint of pure nard, an expensive perfume, and she poured it at Jesus' feet, wiped his feet with her hair, and the house was filled with the fragrance of the perfume. One of the disciples, Judas Iscariot, who was later to betray him, objected. Why wasn't this perfume sold and the money given to the poor? It is worth a year's wages. He did not say this because he cared about the poor, but because he was a thief. As keeper of the money bag, he used to help himself to what was put into it. Leave her alone, Jesus replied. It is intended that she should save this perfume for the day of my burial. You will always have the poor among you, but you will not always have me. So again, she knows it's more important to spend time with Jesus and love on Jesus than it was to be busy. And yes, the perfume was expensive, but that was her sacrifice to him. The sacrifice is not only a bottle of perfume, but her praise and worship, just like I try to do with the Interpretive Movement. So I hope that this is something that blesses you. I hope this is something that is worthy of sharing. And I'm sure you know the story, but it just serves as a reminder to us that we need to appreciate the time that we have, especially with the whole thing with this COVID-19, the time that we have with family, the time that we have with each other, the time that we have to share just like this is important, and we need to appreciate that. And when all this is over, just remember that our time is short, and to appreciate each other with the time that we have each other on this earth. And we'll see each other again afterwards, right? So amen to that. And like I said, happy Mother's Day, Mom. And to all you other mothers out there, have a blessed week. Thank you.